All right. Hey, you're listening to the We Cool podcast. This is Ryan Call, only host of the We Cool podcast.
No.
The only man.
No.
The only one responsible for
Liar.
hosting and producing
That's not true.
this wonderful podcast.
No.
Not only do I host this, but I also edit and stream it on my asshole every Tuesday. That's a little fun bit to start the show off. Welcome, listener. I'm joined today by, not full host, but my co-host, Grant Winkles.
No.
The impeccably dressed, marvelously hungover Grant Winkles. And, of course, the human voice.
Bro.
Or the human noise. Fuck! The human noise. God damn it. Okay, we gotta start it over.
It'll never stick.
We gotta start it over.
The fans will. It won't
We're
stick.
starting this intro over.
No, we're not starting the intro.
I'm starting it over. You're listening to the We Cool podcast.
No, you're
I'm
not.
Ryan Call, the only host. Nobody else does anything. I'm joined by Grant Winkles. Looks great. Hungover. And by the human noise. Tommy Bayer. Do the foghorn sound, Grant. There we go. He's back, baby.
I'm back. Let's go.
Spent some time in California. Started a few fires. Now he's here.
Yeah, that was me.
The reason Tommy is dressed as a robber from the 70s is because he was starting fires secretly in California.
That was a white shirt when he moved out there, and now it's black.
And a white hat, too.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
That was me.
Tommy was doing his own gender reveal party. He was marching through the streets.
That's all me. Those fires, that's all me, baby.
Marching through the streets, letting fireworks off, screaming, "I am a man!"
Nobody believed him.
And
Like, what is that child screaming about?
And I had a beard in California.
That can't be true.
Just let me.
Okay, so
Just say yes, you had a beard. Yes.
Imagine, dude,
just say yes, Tommy. You can grow a beard like us. We can all grow beards the same, and we're all the same.
Tommy-
we're all a couple guys.
nah, bro, we're built different.
Tommy-
No, dude, we're all just dudes who grow beards, and we pod, and we're all the same.
Imagine
that
what
way.
Tommy with a beard would even look like. Just translucent.
It looked
I
really
can't do
bad.
it.
It was like red and blonde, and it was like mostly the chin. It looked disgusting. I'll show you guys a pic.
Wait. You know what I think of when I think of Tommy having a beard?
Yeah.
Hold on. Okay, this is gonna be worth me searching it.
Tommy, you come back on the podcast, and the first thing you do is just start spreading your vile lies. I don't like it.
It was okay. It was a real beard, and it looked gross. But
Well, I do believe that, I suppose.
it was cool that I did that, and everyone, who saw me was like, "Hey, that's cool that you have
So
that."
strangers came up to you.
Women, hot
Yeah,
women,
Yeah.
hot babes.
Dude, that's the one thing I know
Hot
about
babes
California.
came up to me on the beach.
One thing I know about California, lots of babes.
Yeah. I will say this though, I stayed in my Airbnb, and for the listeners, all I did was I didn't go out to eat. I just went to the beach and then just stayed in my room in my Airbnb. But I had 4 rooms.
Sounds so depressing.
It
Just
was-
so lonely.
Yeah, it was kind of lonely. Those nights got lonely.
This is Tommy. This is what was playing in Tommy's apartment while he's trying to grow a beard in California by himself.
This is what's playing.
just sitting in a dark room.
Tommy just going, "I'm growing a beard."
I'm growing my beard.
Growing the beard.
I'm growing my beard.
Growing the beard.
Dude, I've been listening to that song lately and just wondering if I'm Scottish. Just going, it might be in the cards. I need to get a 23andMe.
Yeah. If you listen to that song long enough, it just gets infused in your DNA, and you become
You're like-
Scottish.
You're wearing a kilt. You're eating liver all of a sudden.
Get really hairy legs.
Do they have hairy legs?
I think so. They seem like hairy people.
Yeah, they do.
They're a hairy people.
I feel like any
Maybe
Euro-
Tommy isn't Scottish.
No, probably.
No, I'm Irish and German.
Yeah.
The two greatest,
Okay. all right.
the best. No,
The most square heads in all the land.
I will say though.
Square heads, round hole.
So I had 4 roommates. I was only supposed to have 2 roommates, I think, but it was
Wait, what? I thought you were alone.
bro, they the Airbnb lied. They straight up lied. I was like, oh, this is sick. I'm gonna be mainly alone. The owner will live downstairs and I'll be upstairs, but the owner wasn't even around, and 4 dudes were just renting rooms there.
What were they doing? Also, what age group were they? Were they similar to your age? Or
No, late 20s, 30s.
were they like, oh, this Airbnb came with a little brother we could beat up?
It was interesting because I got there when I met them. I was like, they're like, where are you from? Like, I'm like Minneapolis, and like, I was like, I got tested before I came here. I was like, I'm trying to be safe and all, and they're just like, what are you
talking about?
Like what? That's gay, dude. Like, what the fuck? They're like, who gives a shit?
We were in Fargo last night doing a show, Tommy and I, and it was the same vibe in North Dakota. They're just like, huh? What? No.
Yeah, I was like pretty drunk, and we were talking to the owner of the comedy club, and I was just like drunk enough to where I was just like, he was just like, yeah, COVID's not real.
Yeah,
and I'm like, I don't know.
us.
And then like he like just was like, it's not. And I was like, you make a good point, sir. Like I just if I have like 8 drinks, you can just say anything to me and I'll just fully agree with you.
Well, it is also just like easier to acquiesce and be like, all right,
yeah,
you're right, because I'm not going to convince you, and honestly, you are convincing me.
Yeah.
So yeah, you're
Dude,
right.
Last night during the show,
I am going to vote for Trump.
Last night during the show, I was like, because I have like this bit about this guy who wasn't wearing a mask in the grocery store that I've been writing, and I was like, do you guys wearing masks in the grocery store? Like, where you stand on that? And everyone's like, yeah. And then like this one guy just goes, like, just makes a fart noise, and I'm like, oh great, like that's
love getting heckled by a fart.
Yeah,
noise.
just a fart noise. He's like, oh, masked in the grocery store. Yeah, that reminds me of the sound that comes out of my butthole.
Yeah, what did he say? He's like, if a fart can get out of your butt cheeks and through your underwear, what good is a mask gonna do?
Yeah, and I was like, oh, we got a little science bitch on our hands.
That is a good point, though. And now I'm starting to question why I wear a mask.
I know.
Yeah,
I know.
Exactly. But yeah, my roommates in California, they were like weird.
Okay, time out. How fast does a fart go out your ass?
100. As fast as a
I
cheetah.
think it goes faster than probably the air comes out of your mouth.
It's
talking,
like,
but not sneezing.
It's like as fast as a Serena Williams serve.
Oh yeah.
A Venus.
Whoa,
it's
wait.
Uranus Williams.
You know what that reminds me of, though? Did you guys see the video of the tennis player
There we go.
hitting the ref in the neck?
No.
What?
Yeah, he got disqualified because of it. They were like, none of that.
Punched him in the neck?
He hit the ball, and it hit her in the fucking neck.
On accident?
I would assume so. I mean,
Sounds like she deserves an apology, I would say, for that.
Yeah.
I think he did. He ran over and was like, it's like hands were on his head, like, fuck, what are you going to do?
Yeah. Which is, by the way, this is the podcast where we apologize for things.
Yeah, I didn't do a very good job.
It's okay. If people listening now probably have listened before, we'll get to some.
Yeah, we don't have any new listeners.
Sorry,
Yeah,
we didn't intro the pod.
Well, anyways, yeah, we apologize for things, demand apologies.
Okay, I got something in my head.
Read anonymous listener apologies. Send those in. grantwinklescomedy.com/wecoolpodcast.
Mm-hmm.
I got to get this out. Got to get this out before it slips away. Okay. I was looking at recolored pictures from like the depression
with your time. It's
What?
so
Sorry. What?
You know,
Slow down.
they're black and white pictures.
Wow, you're having such an autistic moment right now. You're like,
I gotta get it out.
I gotta say this right now. I've been looking at pictures of the Great Depression. You're like,
Yeah, they color them in. You know, they go, oh, here's what it would look like if they didn't have shitty technology back then.
Yeah.
Because they were stupid. So it's a soup line. It's these guys waiting in line. They're all unemployed. It's like unemployed soup and coffee line, which they could have made it water line. You know, I need water more than I need coffee. But what about this? Seinfeld episode, and then Costanza, he's going to the soup line, even though he's got a job, you know?
yeah, that's
He's
good.
like-
He likes the soup.
He's like,
No, the
it's good
soup's-
soup. It's
yeah.
good soup, Jerry.
it's good soup.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Kramer's
go.
already there. Like,
Yeah,
of course.
Jerry and
Kramer.
Elaine are like, what do you mean you guys are going to the soup line? That's for people who don't have jobs.
Yeah.
We still have jobs.
You're going to the soup line?
Yeah.
I have soup.
Yeah.
In my apartment.
It's like, it's good soup, Jerry. And
New-
it's free.
in New York.
Yeah.
I live in New York.
They don't ask me for proof.
Kramer
that I'm
comes
not
in. He's
employed.
like, oh, that soup is good.
That's the best soup.
Oh, that soup is
Jerry,
good.
you got to try that soup. Then they go. They all go. And Jerry gets busted somehow, you know?
Uh-huh.
Or his ex-girlfriend is serving the
serving
soup.
the
And
soup.
she's like,
Yes.
you're still employed. And he's like, ah.
Yeah.
And
And then it's him in a Japanese.
Ooh, that was good.
Great. And then it's
There we go.
nice.
not as good that second
He's
time.
he's in a Alcatraz.
What was that?
That was a door. That was a creaky door.
Dude, you're the
I'm doing
You're the
radio.
human noise, and he's the sound boy.
That's not a thing.
He's your sidekick. You're the human noise and sound boy.
I swear to God, if you call me the human noise
And
again.
I'm the villain. The mute.
The stoic mute.
He doesn't talk.
What is he up to? No one knows.
Doesn't talk the rest of the episode. Okay, can we talk about a couple of my roommates though?
Well, before you do that, do you want to tell us a little bit about a couple of your roommates?
Yeah, I would.
Real quick. Let's talk about the roommates.
Let's talk about the
what
roommates.
was the roommate situation
Guys,
like?
I think we're entering the roommate corner.
Boom, 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 boom.
You're in the roommate zone.
Loud sex. Loud sex. Guy who just opens your door without knocking.
Creaky door man.
I'm the creaky door guy, and I live in the basement.
The creaky door man.
Is that the creaky doorman? And now I'm picturing a doorman, like he's at a hotel, but he makes it creak.
Yeah. And this, like, his arms creak too. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's
going on?
That's sound boy on the motherfucking mic.
Yeah, so one roommate, he was like, so I got drunk with him on the porch one night, and his like, so.
Where were they from, by the way?
So this guy, they're all from like California, like basically the general area.
They're like, we're here because of the wildfires.
Yeah. This guy escaped a cult. His like dad, he's like half Filipino, half white, and his dad's from the Philippines. And it's like a real thing. There's like a documentary about this cult. And
yeah, it's called Christianity. You ever heard of it?
Oh, the philosopher is back, baby.
Just tightening up my brain here. See, all I know is speaking in terms of straight up blue collar work.
This is the sound effects episode.
Didn't we already have a sound effects episode? No, we had an impression.
We had an impression. This is this is the morning radio episode. We're both.
Bro, I like that as a
me
theme.
and Grant are both hungover.
Yeah.
And we really can't, do any sentences, obviously, just by that sentence.
Yep.
So, we're making up for it in sound effects.
Yeah.
What was that? That was an
It's
animal?
like a pterodactyl or something.
That was good. Dude, I used to be
What
able
about
to
a
do
chimpanzee?
That was good.
That was pretty good.
That was better. I gotta be honest, that one was better.
Well, he's the
That was
sound
really
effects
good.
guy.
Yeah, so but you're the human
I'm
noise.
sound boy.
I'm the human noise.
Sound boy.
So
Yes, I like how Soundboy has a mustache. And the human noise has no evidence of ever growing any facial
I'll
hair.
have a picture. I'll post it.
I like how Tommy brought up possibly the most interesting thing that we've ever talked about on this podcast.
Yeah, and we're just like,
no.
no.
Monkey noise.
I'm like, so this guy escaped a call, and you're like, my brain is
big boy.
That's my brain. That's what I got going on.
Let's go.
So, hop back into it.
Go.
Okay, so this guy, so he's telling me this. He's like I escaped a cult, or he's like still in the cult.
And then you started making sound effects. You were like,
I was like, oh, a cult, a wooga, a woo, and he's just, anyways, but so basically we're like drinking and stuff like that, and he's still like in the cult, but like his parents like think he's just like a fuck up, so they're like not letting him like back. It's got like millions of followers. It's like a big thing. I looked it up, and it was like kind of weird. And he's like the son of the leader and stuff like that. And it was really funny. He got mad at me because we were like drinking, and he's like, we're like kind of drunk, and he's just like, yeah, man, I can like, I can manipulate everybody. He's like, this whole time in the house, I've been trying not to manipulate everybody. And I was like drunk. I was like, nah, you can't, you don't manipulate. And he's like, no, I can. I manipulate everybody. He's like, but I try not to. And I'm like, bro, you can't manipulate for shit. And he's like I had to get up and like leave. And then like he like went on like a walk or something like that and came back. And then he's like, sorry, I got a little mad there, but I can manipulate. And I'm like, okay, sure you can.
I thought you meant like you got up and left, and then him sitting there like, don't come back. Don't.
Yeah. But he's just like, I'm like, he's like, yeah, I'm manipulating everybody. And I'm like, yeah, bro, that's not true. But he got mad at me.
Tommy just gaslighting the manipulator.
Isn't
Yeah.
that's like magical thinking, right? Where you just think like, maybe it's not, because magical thinking, I think, is where you just think things are going to work out.
It's like manifesting,
Yeah.
like focusing energy.
Maybe he's right, though.
Maybe he is. Maybe he was manipulating me.
He manipulated you into thinking you could grow a beard.
Yeah.
That's true. That's why I'm. Yeah.
He put that lie in your head.
That's
so much
that's
that
why
you
I'm
believe
and
it.
that's why I'm telling you guys
Bro,
that.
You know what that makes me think of? I had an idea the other day. What if someone put the idea of the movie Inception in Christopher Wallace's head?
You know what?
What if he?
Small's head.
What if he dreamt Inception? The idea of Inception.
but
he did it to
someone-
us. The movie itself was Inception. You know what I mean? 'Cause
No.
he's like
What does that
planting the idea of the movie in your head via the movie.
Damn.
Yeah.
I'm loosening it up so I can get more information in there.
Yeah, so one roommate escaped a call.
Sounds, really like an unhealthy
one guy was just
over
like
there.
doing heroin in the garage.
What?
Yeah.
Damn,
rock and roll.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm gonna be honest. This did not sound like a good trip.
yeah. No, it was great because I spent time on the beach and I surfed every day. But
You're not going in the garage.
dude, the Airbnb was like kind of OC. It was like kind of crazy.
Yeah.
You know, a little bit out of control.
Oh, okay.
And
What was the other guy? He was just nondescript.
and then what? Yeah, one guy was like he was like trying to be like a stunt double race car driver.
Okay, that's maybe arguably the most interesting guy.
He was cool.
Oh yeah,
He was
dude.
super cool.
Just ignored Tommy the whole time.
What was
he was
his
like
name?
too cool.
Tyler.
Fuck yeah, Tom.
Dude, he was like
he-
so chill.
Did he have a jean jacket?
No jean jacket, but like he also like got girls too. He had like a girl like in his room.
Bro, this is like
all the time.
This is just the guy from Drive.
Dude, he never even seen Drive. I was like, bro, you gotta see Drive. And he's like, I never even heard of Drive. And I'm like, dude, I was like, you're Drive.
He's like, I'm too busy driving.
He's like pretty hot.
Yeah.
You know, was a professional race car driver in college, like a lower tier kind where
Yeah.
you just get paid like maybe a couple $1,000s.
Like we are professional comedians.
Yeah, exactly.
We're like, yeah, I mean, technically, yeah. But
yeah, like smaller.
yeah, we perform out at the racetrack for sure. Like,
right. And
people in my high school think I'm successful.
race car driver, got girls, was like quiet. You know, I love a guy who's like doesn't speak, and then I think he's like a genius.
Dude, Turner Barrowman used to talk about this, where he was always like, yeah, man, I've learned the less you say, the smarter people think you are. And because he was like, I remember one time we would always go to parties in college, and there was this dude who would never say anything, and we're like, dude, Riley's so fucking
Yeah,
smart.
but in
And
his
then-
head it could just be like doo doo doo.
But then one party he got drunk and started talking, and everybody was like, "Oh no, he's like the opposite. Where he's
Yeah.
so dumb that he just doesn't have anything to say ever."
Right, exactly. So
Better to be quiet.
So in my mind,
Tommy, you should try that.
I should try that. So in my mind, Tyler's like this race car driver who's like stoic and smart. You know,
He's making you think of me.
Yes, he reminded me a lot of you.
You're like Tommy's like my second dad.
So Tyler was cool.
Consider yourself Tommy's dad, his
Well,
father figure.
I think I'm his secondary father figure.
No,
like,
I'm both your guys' dad
No,
and mom.
don't
I'm
even-
your dad
Tommy-
and mom and uncle
Okay,
and
first of
grandpa
all,
shut
and
the
grandma.
fuck up.
first of all,
Don't
I'm,
even try and go
First
there.
of all, I'm my own dad.
Yeah.
And I will fuck my mom. Mom, she's gonna listen to this and get so mad. She's gonna call me and be like,
I'm my own dad now.
I think we already did that bit.
Yeah, I think we
She's
did.
probably gonna call me and be like, you did that bit and I didn't like it the first time you did it.
Dude, don't let your parents listen to this.
No, my mom likes it for the most part, except not your voice. But
Fuck.
dude, also they have fucking fuck ton of grasshoppers in their backyard in Montana right now. Like she sent me a video. She was walking through and it's like infested.
That's
with
like
grasshoppers.
biblical shit, man.
Well, and then they're turning into locusts, and I was like, yeah, you gotta kill those somehow because next year it's just gonna be all
Grasshoppers
locusts.
turn into locusts?
When their numbers get high enough, their bodies physically change. They get more aggressive and they're like fighting each other. That's why like if you see like a big black grasshopper, that's one that's a locust now.
Oh.
And they get really aggressive.
That's like their puberty.
Yeah, but it only happens like every like 15 or 30 years, and only if their numbers get so high.
Oh.
I'm just glad we got Joe Biden coming in to solve all these problems. That's what I say.
Yep.
Yeah.
Every 15 years,
Not necessarily, but like when their numbers get like out of control, they get really aggressive. And their bodies get bigger.
I did not know that.
Yeah, it's fucking wild.
I did not know that fact.
I did not know that.
I did not know that fact.
But sorry, I interrupted. That just popped into my head. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. So one guy was doing heroin in the garage, you know.
And he was not getting girls.
He was cool too, though. He was just like, yeah, man, if I don't do it, I'll get sick and I die. I was like, all right, cool, you know. Yeah, that's California. I saw a lot of dolphins.
That's cool.
I don't know.
And
Cooked in the kitchen. Didn't really go out to eat. Yeah, I don't know. Nothing
Nice.
much. There's a guy outside of the 7-Eleven near my Airbnb, and I tweeted this, but he was like talking to some like teenagers, you know, and he's like, "Yeah, man, dude, it's my right. I'll buy you guys liquor right now. That's my American right. I'll buy."
all, he's wrong.
And they're just like skating outside the 7-Eleven. They're like, "Yeah, okay, dude." And he's
Sick,
like,
dude.
He's like, "I'll buy you liquor." He's like, "Let me buy you liquor," and they're like not even wanting liquor.
Yeah.
And I was like,
Society is just crumbling.
dude, it's really like so many Trump people out in like Orange County.
Yeah. Well, we just drove back from Fargo and counted like 21 Trump signs between here and Fargo.
Yeah, he might win, man.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, it was really spooky because like I'm like
the problem is
what's the problem?
We're just fucked if Trump wins. I know no one said this before, but
dude, also just
please just fucking vote.
Don't you just want it to be fucking over too?
No, I don't, because now my life is coming together.
No, the Trump, I mean. Don't you just want it to be fucking over?
Yeah.
Like, I just want it to be done.
Yeah, it's a fucking nightmare. And also, if he gets reelected, we're going to become a fascist state. And I know people are saying this. I don't think people are realizing how horrifying that reality is if Trump gets reelected.
I think it's going to happen regardless of who's elected, honestly. We're already on the path.
I hope
it started
not.
long ago.
Well, it was so... Because there's like... Okay, so there's this bike path on the beach, by my Airbnb. And, I would walk to, like, the pier at night and, like, read my book and, like, chain smoke cigarettes, And I'm walking across the bike path, and, like, the houses on the beach are, like, expensive homes. They're, like, all $1 million homes, even though they're not big, but it's just, like, that location and stuff like that. So it's, like, it's a wealthy area, Newport Beach, And every house, everyone's just watching Fox News. And I'm like, oh, my God, we're living in completely different realities. It was like blowing my mind because I'm like we're not even thinking anywhere close to the we're not even thinking about the same things. I'm like on leftist Twitter. I'm reading like theory and bullshit, and I'm thinking about these things, and I'm like, we're living in completely separate realities, and that just like blew my mind.
Meanwhile, I'm reading Dune.
You're reading Dune.
I'm reading fucking Dune. Mm-hmm. I'm reading about that pain box, and I'm thinking, I didn't know my ex-wife's pussy was in this book.
I don't even get the reference. That's awesome. That
movie looks sick. The movie
it does look fucking dope
as hell.
I'm starting to like Timothy Chalamet.
My brother's calling. Should we answer on the pod?
Sure.
If it's bad, we'll just cut it.
Yo, what's up, King? We're recording the pod. You're on mic right now.
Is that right?
Yeah. What's up, dude?
What up, Danny?
Hey, Danny.
Hey, boys. How's the pod going?
So good.
It's pretty good.
Bro, you should bust out. What are some Twitter drafts you're working on?
I'm going to need to be on camera for that.
You got to be on camera.
We got to get this man in front of a camera.
That, everybody. Am I live? Am I out loud?
Are you what?
Am I out loud?
Yeah.
You're on speaker.
All right, well, shouts out the pod.
Yeah, dude.
I'm just watching some football.
Fuck yeah, dude. All right, well, I'll call you back.
Okay.
All right, bye.
Love Danny.
Yeah.
He's a king, man.
Good chime in. He made the intro music. We're using what's
the outro.
Yeah. No. What's his what's his name? Where can people find him?
Danny TV.
Danny TV.
Check him out on SoundCloud. Danny TV.
And Twitter. He's got a good Twitter as well.
I bet he can grow a beard.
Danny
can grow a beard.
Both
Danny's
my brothers
cool.
can. My little brother and older brother can grow a beard, and I
Your
can't.
little brother can.
Bro, he's been growing a beard since he was like 17. I was like so pissed. He came back from like a camping trip when he was like in high school. I was like in 19. I was in college.
Just huge mutton chops.
And he just has a beard, and I'm just like, dude, what the fuck? I just hit puberty.
Tommy, you're the little brother now.
Yeah, I'm the little brother. He's like,
You got leapfrog.
Your little brother is your third father figure.
everybody's
your
my dad.
Ryan and me.
Well,
I'd say as a unit, I think
we're second string. So if something happens to his dad, we have to step in.
And then the
We're
cult
like,
leader's son is third, and then your little brother
Dude,
is
it
fourth.
sucks. It sucks
chain
being
of
everybody's
dads.
son.
Yeah.
I will say.
So many rules.
I wake up every day and I go, fuck, everybody's my dad.
Yeah.
And I have to listen to everybody.
I got 4 different bedtimes.
You're in a dad eat dad world.
Daddy. It sucks, man. Everyone's my dad.
I like the chain of dads.
Uh-huh.
Should we do we got an apology story. You guys want to get into this?
Yeah, let's
This
get into
one-
it.
The Australian lady.
Yeah, this one could be a little bit of fun, I think. So there was a...
I think it might be a bit of fun, I think.
Oh,
Me thinks it might be a bit of fun, I think.
Me thinks this apology is going to be a good one.
Me don't know about you, but me thinks it's going to be good.
Misa thinks it's going to be a good
Yeah,
one.
like, wait, what about Jar Jar Binks, but he's
British Jar Jar Binks.
Misa thinks that's a bad idea. Masa Jedi.
Misa thinks.
Bro, if they would have made him British, he would have been way more tolerable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
not Rastafari.
Yeah, that was a bad move.
Yeah.
Did you know the guy who played Jar Jar
George
Binks
Lucas.
tried to kill himself because of it? Yeah, because somehow people found out it was him, which, first of all, how does anyone even that's the guy that played Jar Jar Binks?
Boy.
But he tried to throw himself off a bridge because people hated him so much.
That's too bad.
Wow.
Well,
His suicide letter is just like, Misa don't want to live anymore.
He's so sorry.
Misa don't want to live in a cruel world.
Bro, Jar Jar Binks' suicide note?
Yeah.
Misa sick of all of her life of problems.
Yeah. Misa don't want to live with the pain.
okay, so this
Misa
comes...
just wants Stacy back.
Bro,
Misa just wants Stacy to come back and not bring the kids back.
What about BB-8 doing a suicide note and it's just all in binary? You know?
Yeah.
That cute ass little robot that rolls around.
Yeah, just rolling off a bridge.
Yeah.
And so this comes out of Australia. Nice.
Don't kill yourself, BB-8. Just rolling off a fucking... No, BB-8!
No, BB-8, no!
This is the sound of... That's a great sound effect, dude.
Bro, I remember watching Star Wars as a kid, and that being all I took from Star Wars was just yo, it's really funny when those robots scream when the ship gets blown up.
When R2-D2 is getting tortured. That's my favorite scene.
That shit's fun, man.
The droids in Abu Ghraib prison, that.
Imagine workshopping. They're like, okay, so what kind of noise do the robots make? And one guy's just like, wow! What? He's no, that's it. That's
he's
the
not
noise.
even in the meeting. He's showing up late, drunk, just wow! I fucking love working at Lucasfilm.
He's just railing cocaine, just fucking love Star Wars.
Good. Mm-hmm. So this is coming out of Australia. We got a pregnant mum arrested in her pajamas. This is so fucking Australian. It's insane.
In a pajamas?
A local pregnant mum was arrested in her pajamas.
For organizing an anti-lockdown rally, has broken her silence on social media to demand an apology from the Victorian Premier.
So I don't understand any of that. What's a quarantine protest? What is that?
So it's what's going on here. It's people... Remember when people went and just yelled at the state capitol building?
Yeah, they just yelled.
Especially now when
they just yelled at stairs.
Yeah.
They're like, let me come outside. And it's well, you did it.
Yeah,
I will shoot these stairs. I will shoot these stairs with this gun that I am allowed to have.
But so here's the difference between here and Australia. She got arrested just for creating the event on Facebook.
And this is Hannah Gatsby, you said?
Yes.
Who's doing this?
Mm-hmm.
The only Australian woman I know.
She got banned on social media, so she got her shit fucking locked.
Wow.
She got shut down, and then she posted this scathing message for the premier of Victoria, which I think is probably a governor.
I think it's their president, right?
I don't know.
Of the Victoria is a province or something.
Well, you would think, premier, that's the big guy.
Yeah.
You'd think that if you're just doing a province, it's all right, we got a premiere, and then we got a secondary. Mm-hmm. We got a premiere, and then we got the sequel. The sequel's the smaller guy.
Right.
He's the second guy, and then we've got we got the trilogy.
Yep.
That's a mayor.
Right.
And then there's a wallaby.
Wallaby.
He's the weatherman. Mm-hmm. The weatherman's the wallaby, and we go, what do you think? You think it's going to rain? And he goes... And they go, all right, well, we don't know if it's going to rain because he still can't speak no English.
Right.
We've been trying to teach this wallaby English, and he just kind of makes those noises.
Turns out it's hard. Hard
It's
to tell
really
a wallaby English.
We've been putting him in normal human school, and he's just been eating their kids.
Eucalyptus.
Yeah,
He's been eating all the eucalyptus that
He's
he wants.
bitten a lot of kids.
Eucalyptus.
Eucalyptus.
That's a fun Australian word.
Eucalyptus Jones. Nice to meet you.
Yeah.
My cousin got eucalyptus, and now he's got lesions on his skin.
Mm-hmm.
So Dan Andrews is the name of the premier. She's demanding an apology from.
He's a president or some shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's the first guy.
Mm-hmm.
He's
Maybe he's the first man.
I want a personal apology from you. Mm-hmm. You are dooming us all, Dan Andrews. Go to hell where you belong. Hashtag Sack Andrews. Sack Dan Andrews.
Go to hell where you belong.
Go to hell where you belong.
Mm-hmm.
Not here in Australia, where I belong.
I feel like every Australian can like box, kind of.
Because it's all the kangaroos.
I feel like everyone can like box a little bit.
Well, she did. She sent this, and she's wearing one of those Dundee hats. You know, she's got alligator teeth in it.
Uh-huh.
She's going, "You deserve to be in hell. Why don't you go to hell?"
Didn't she write a poem?
Yeah, she did. She wrote
a poem out of frustration.
Yeah, she. So it says.
So what did she do? Did she just like walk around?
No, they like the cops went to her house and arrested her, which is pretty fucked up if you ask me.
But what was
actually.
her protest? Like, was it like an active protest, or was it just like
it was
her
just
talking
gonna be
shit
an
online?
event.
She was like,
it was a Facebook event.
She was
okay.
like, "I'll do it. I'll go to Target."
Okay.
So she wrote a poem called "Remember," and it's pretty bad. Should we read it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, can we read it in an Australian accent?
Yeah, who's got the best Aussie accent?
I think probably Tommy. Right?
I got a decent
Okay.
Aussie.
All right. So yeah, the poem is called "Remember."
All right. This poem's called Remember. How can we call this living when they feel like dying? We're hardly surviving when we should be thriving. Our ancestors are sick of crying, sick of seeing you lying. Lifetimes and lifetimes spent wondering where all the effort went. Messages from far and wide are sent, wondering when you will repent. While you sit on your high horse, I wonder where's the remorse. We're living in a time I cannot endorse. Now I'm like John F. Kennedy.
No, you're doing okay.
A time where crime is enforced. Enforced by those who want to protect us. Those who have been taught or to trust. And I know you're afraid and wondering what they will say, but we can't keep living this way. And I won't give up until my dying day. So say what you may. So well please. Because this is me begging on my knees. It's time to let us be free.
You know, Cheryl, I like that it rhymes. That's probably my favorite part about it.
My favorite part about the poem is that it rhymes.
I like how you made it so, like, each line, the way it ended, it was, like, similar to, like, the next line.
Well,
it was,
you know,
really cool.
Rhyming's the biggest part of a poem.
You know, I always say if you got time, so the poem, it's nice when it does it like a rhyme.
A rhyme. Yeah.
So where is she now?
I think she got released. She's pregnant. They arrested her in her home, and then
She got pregnant in jail.
She's like, "You wouldn't lock up a kangaroo. Why would you lock me up? I got something in my tummy."
Yeah, I don't know. That's about it. She really she's demanding an apology, and I think she's definitely not in the right.
You don't think she's in the right?
No.
Well, because the thing she's protesting is stupid.
Yes.
Like, what is her argument? Just like, how come we have to stay here, but
That's pretty.
then
Yeah.
the Tasmanian devil gets to just
That's
go
pretty cool that
around.
Australia is just like, we'll
Also-
fucking arrest you.
Yeah.
Like, oh, you want to fucking play around with quarantine? Yeah, we'll fucking book you.
Yeah, that
you
would-
know.
It's almost
Never.
like their police work over
Yeah,
there,
it's like
you know?
they have like rules and
Yeah.
regulations that
Yeah.
are applied to the public.
And the police aren't afraid of getting shot by every single citizen, you know?
And they also aren't just like white supremacist idiots who...
Yeah.
Well, they probably are.
Do they have like kangaroo sniffing, police instead of like a dog
like a
sniffing?
canine, the canine
Like
unit?
like the
The
canine. but
K,
it's like,
the K stands for kangaroo.
They're like, it's the same guy who tried to train the wallaby to do the news. He's like, yeah, these kangaroos, I mean, they'll sniff, but I don't know what the fuck they're doing. Because we don't really, we even taught them how to say, oh, yeah, these are drugs. They just kind of sniff whatever it is, and then they kick me.
Kick you in the
kick
stomach.
me really hard.
yeah.
Every
you guys ever-
the number one job in Australia is like animal wrangler, like animal expert. They're
Yeah,
just all
it's their whole
like-
economy.
Yeah, they're all reptile experts.
Yeah, you either grow up and you're either like a surfer, scientist, or you just like tackle some wildlife animal, and that's your job, and you
They're
can
like-
raise a family off that
Yeah.
salary.
That's why the barrier reef is so important over there, because it employs a lot of people. They're like, if the barrier reef goes away, I'm going to gonna have
The
to
Barrier
go.
Reef.
I'm gonna go have to specialize in spiders. I don't want to do spiders. I like the reef.
Do you guys ever see the movie Kangaroo Jack?
Yeah, of
No,
course.
I didn't.
What?
That whole movie is just like, man, we gotta catch this kangaroo.
Doesn't the kangaroo talk? Isn't it Eddie Murphy?
No, it's not Eddie Murphy, but
That's
the
Shrek.
kangaroo talks at the end. At the end, like the ending scene is the kangaroo talking. That's like,
He gives a speech. He goes, "For too long, my
Yeah.
people have been chased through the outback."
He reads that poem, remember.
You can't look.
I don't think this woman deserves an apology.
No, she
No.
sucks, clearly.
I think she
sucks.
should apologize.
Also,
Yeah.
her poem, I could do better.
Yeah.
Here's the thing with poems. If you're going to do a poem, you want it to be respected, you can't have it rhyme.
Nope.
Dude, that's the thing.
You gotta go free form,
Bro,
long form, like the
You gotta have like
Odyssey.
two
An
rhymes.
Epic.
You gotta have a poem. A good poem is no rhymes, but like there's like two lines in there in like the middle, and they
they're,
rhyme.
And they're big words.
And they're-
it's like enigmatic, and like,
and sporadic.
yeah.
Yeah, I think you're dead on with your analysis.
Enigmatically, olive tree. That's what I would.
Sporadically.
Yeah, a poem is good when it starts in just like a setting. It's just like it's just like by the willow tree.
Yeah, see, we need.
And then like already
Let's-
like a tree in the first sentence, I'm locked in.
Let's write a poem one line by line. Let's
Okay,
go in a
okay,
circle. So
well-
you started by the willow tree.
By the willow tree.
It's alive in me.
No rhymes.
Don't, because
No
now we're
rhymes?
just doing what she did.
We're doing a better poem.
Yeah.
We're coming up with
Okay,
a better poem,
okay.
and we're not doing that fucking rhyme shit. We're painting a.
We're adults.
We're adults.
We can all grow beards.
We can all grow beards. That's the true thing about all of us,
Mm-hmm.
and we're doing a serious, emotional, and a poem that will capture our
Okay.
audience.
All right, start it.
By the willow tree.
The depths of contemplation.
Big old monster truck going down the road.
His hand on my dick. No, I'll take it back.
Oh yeah, change it.
I take it back. I take it
We can
back.
revise it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was a rough draft.
Delete. I'm typing.
Okay.
Delete.
But I want to keep my monster truck thing.
Okay, so wait, what? It's by the willow tree, the depths of some
Of
shit.
contemplation.
I drive my monster
No,
truck.
big old monster truck going down the road.
Okay. His hand on the steering wheel.
The wheel turns. Oh, it turns.
It's a one-way road, and it's a big monster truck going down the road. It's taking up the whole lane.
Crash. And that's
That's it.
but there's like 12 spaces in between what you said about
Yeah.
the monster truck, and then it's just like space, and then it's
Crash.
all lowercase letters, no period.
And then it would be, and then that's when you do the apology. That's when you go, all right, Premier, looks like you owe us an apology because you were driving that monster truck down the one-way lane.
Burn in hell. Burn in hell where you belong.
Yeah, this woman doesn't. She sucks.
That's also, shitty way to demand an apology. You catch more flies with honey than vinegar. Like, burn in hell, but also apologize. That can't be.
Yeah.
That's not how you apologize.
Also, what are you doing with the poem? What is she,
Lady.
fucking 14?
Well,
Yeah.
also,
Like,
who's
who
trying
gets
to-
mad and writes a poem? Like,
Why
that's
you-
some shit you do when you're in 8th grade.
Why are you trying to catch flies, too?
Yeah, I don't know.
What are you going to do with those?
Okay, serious question. Have you guys ever sat down and tried to write a serious poem in
Of
your
course,
life?
yeah, I've been 16. But I thought of it
Definitely.
as a rap song. I was
Yeah,
like,
same.
I was like, no, I'm going to be the one white guy who can do it.
Yeah, I saw 8 Mile when I was in middle school, and I'm like, yeah, that's me.
Yeah.
That's my thing. And I would like be walking around like Minneapolis, and I'd just be like looking in alleys. I'm like, is there any rap circles going on that I can fucking hop in really quick?
Dude, you know what the worst
Because that was
is?
happening all the time in 8 Mile.
Which food truck is Exhibit eating at today?
Yeah, I where are the dark alleys? Where are the bridges where the cool hip hop teens are hanging out?
I just watched that movie, that scene where there's like a super cool like gay black guy who wears a turtleneck and a leather jacket that Exhibit is making fun of. You
yeah,
remember that?
they're all clowning him for being gay.
And then Eminem's like, "Hey, being gay is cool."
Yeah.
That's really what happened. Yeah, do you remember this scene?
No.
It's
Yeah.
when they're
Also, if
outside-
that would have happened in Detroit in the 90s, they would just be like, Yo, you want to kick this guy's ass now?
Also, he doesn't like say he's gay. He's just like a black guy in a turtleneck.
Yeah.
Like, and they're just like, yeah, that's a gay guy. That's what a gay guy looks like. And I'm like, that's a cool outfit. I don't know.
Even him, he's like, yep, I'm gay.
He's
guy.
like, yeah, that's why I chose to wear a turtleneck at the factory job. I'm clearly gay.
But to be fair, if you're wearing that at the factory, what are you doing, man?
Yeah.
Gay.
You're asking to be picked on. I'm not saying you should be made fun of for your orientation.
That
but
scene is so funny because they work this factory job at the car, at whatever manufacturing company, and they're all wearing like these like jumpsuits, and there's just one guy in a brown leather jacket with a turtleneck, and they're like, and this is the gay guy.
But that's what I'm saying.
And now we're
like,
gonna send Eminem in to save his honor.
Yeah, Eminem.
if everybody else
if
everybody else is wearing suits at the office and you come in wearing a giant tutu, you're gonna get made fun of.
Well, they probably need. I think
Tutu was a bad example because that sounds like I'm playing off of like the gay thing. I didn't mean it that way. But
you can apologize.
No.
Okay.
No. I'm gonna acknowledge that I was wrong.
You were like mid apology, and then I was like, "You apologize," and you're like, "I don't want to do it."
No,
just because I brought it up.
Now that you said it, I don't.
Okay.
Now that you said it, no.
Yeah.
No, I think I was right. Actually.
Well, Eminem caught a lot of flack in the '90s for just like anti-gay lyrics and stuff like that. And I think didn't he write 8 Mile?
Yeah, probably.
I think he like wrote that in to be like, I gotta like redeem myself in the community.
You know what the worst part about that is? 8 Mile was like a fine film for the time.
It's
Fine film for the time.
Roger Ebert with
Roger Ebert.
Marshall Mathers.
Mr. Roger Ebert.
You gave me a bad review.
This is still the suicide note.
Yeah.
It's like the Dorner note. He's calling out Roger Ebert. And he loves Chris Christie.
8 Mile was good.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, but then it opened the door to like every other rapper was like, I need to tell my story. Like I remember when the 50 Cent movie came out, and that wasn't that good. And then even the Biggie movie wasn't very good.
When are we going to get the Macklemore movie, dude? That's what we need, man.
When gay people finally have rights in this country.
Yeah, dude, Macklemore
get
legalized gay marriage.
What about this?
Yo, that was cool of him.
How about this? Mackle-less.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
could hear Mackle-less of that guy.
Yeah.
Oh.
Bro, for real. Yeah, 100%.
Damn, dude. We are bitchy today.
And he should not have been in Hamilton.
Macklemore?
Yeah.
I thought it was inappropriate.
He should not have.
He wasn't. I haven't seen
Hamilton.
Hamilton. I don't know.
I haven't seen
I feel like he could have been in Hamilton.
It sounds like every song sounds like a Macklemore song. Like when people are like Lin-Manuel Miranda, genius. I'm like,
he's such
okay, well then Macklemore's a genius too.
Macklemore sucks, dude. He won like best hip hop album. Over,
Remember
like,
when
Kendrick
he texted
Kendrick
Kendrick?
Lamar?
Yeah.
And then he
That's some
posted,
bitch shit.
he screenshotted
Yeah.
it and posted the text message chain.
Yeah. And
Also, it was up against Good Kid, Mad City, which was like one of the greatest hip hop albums of like
so
the last
good.
20 years.
It's so good. It's just
And it's
all
timeless.
bangers.
You know
too.
what? I'm glad we're finally having this conversation on the podcast.
Yeah, it's been a long time coming.
I'm going to let you finish, Macklemore, but, fuck off.
Fuck off.
Mackle less.
Yeah. Apologize to us, Macklemore,
Dude, that was a
for all
genius.
that bullshit.
That was truly smart when I said that. Mackle-less.
I know. That's why I felt the need to repeat
Truly
it.
the funniest opening line to a song in the 3rd grade. I thought I was gay. Like, so funny.
That is some king shit right there.
That's so good.
If that was a Little Dicky song, it would be great.
Yeah.
So great. Dude, by the way, have you seen Dave on Hulu?
Yeah.
So good.
Yeah.
It's one of the
It's
best.
Lil Dicky show.
It's like one of the best comedies. Like, it's just, I was like so surprised.
Yeah, it's really good.
How good it was.
You guys seen the trailer for Dune?
Yes.
Looks good, dude.
So who's Timothy Chalamet's in that?
Yeah. There's a
and,
lot of people in it.
Zendaya.
Yep.
Zendaya, is that you
Yep.
saying it?
Zendaya.
Oscar Isaacs is in it.
Yep.
What's Dune about? What's the premise?
Okay, it's really convoluted, but here's like a
Break
a
it
real
down because
brief-
you're reading the
okay.
book.
Also really happy we finally get into this conversation
Okay.
too.
So it's set like 10,000 years in the future. There's already been like a robot uprising, so they're like, okay, no more thinking machines. We're all gonna do our own brain power, which makes people like way smarter. And then there's also this drug called spice or melange that people take, and then they can travel through space because they can see what's coming better, right? But the thing with this spice drug is once you stop taking it, the withdrawals are so bad that it kills you. So once you start taking it, you got to keep taking it. And it's only made on this one desert planet where there's these giant fucking worms, right? So, and the worms make it. So it's really hazardous to get the spice. And then Timothy Chalamet's character comes, And there's all this like political shit where thousands of years ago, this other faction had like traveled this planet and told the locals, like, everyone's humans, right? But they're living on this planet, and they were like a prophecy. They were like, a man's going to come to you, and he's going to know your traditions. He's going to be your Messiah. So then Timothy Chalamet comes, and he is that guy. Mm-hmm. So they basically create a Messiah, and it's about religion and politics, and it's really good. Really good.
And spices and space.
Yeah.
Nice.
Aren't there like 17 of them or something? There's like
17
lot of books,
Dune
right?
books?
Well, there's six that were written by the author, and then there are like 4 more that were written by his son that like apparently people who love Dune are like, those ones don't count. Because he died when he was supposed to be writing the last one. Mm-hmm. And supposedly they went off his notes, but like a lot of big Dune heads are like...
The son sucks.
Yeah. The son, because it was like him and a science fiction writer, and everybody's like, yeah, that doesn't feel like the way the original author was taking it.
What was his name? Frank something?
Frank Herbert, I think. But,
Dune heads. The Dune heads.
I'm a fucking Dune head.
Dune. Are you doing a lot of like YouTube exploration about Dune? I feel like that's probably a pretty vast
Dude, you love YouTube.
catalog.
That's where I've been getting almost all of my information. Because I listen to the audiobook. I'm not reading it.
What's your algorithm looking like?
This, you know what? We were talking about how you're educating yourself through YouTube. This is something I've been meaning to. The University of Tube. That's.
Oh, okay. Because the U is already in there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
Would you spell it? Y-O-U?
Yeah. University.
I went to Tube.
Yeah. U of Tube.
Mm-hmm. I learned a lot about
Tube State.
Yeah. My algorithm, I just like surfing videos and like
Joe Rogan.
Yeah, Joe Rogan going off.
Joe Rogan's always... You know what the problem is?
I don't know why he's always in my shit.
First, because he's a popular account. And we are dudes. And...
It's like, you like surfing? Well, here's what Joe Rogan has to say about trans people. Like,
dude, that's the problem, though. You watch...
I'm like, I don't care what he says.
You watch one Joe Rogan clip that sounds interesting, and then your whole feed is just like, Joe Rogan talking about Antifa. And it's like, yeah, I don't... He's wrong about this. Like, I don't want to watch this shit.
Yeah.
Joe Rogan asked Ben Shapiro what he thinks about trans people. Great. Yes, I would love to hear that.
Yeah. It just fills the whole...
Facts don't care about your feelings.
Words, the 6 words. This Valentine's Day, get your girl the 6 words every woman wants to hear. Facts don't care about your feelings.
Yeah. This Valentine's Day, get your girl the Ben Shapiro box set.
Get your girlfriend
dozens
wet as hell.
Dozens and dozens of hours of Ben Shapiro's hot political takes. And he's like,
yeah, my sister might be hot, but that's not the focus of this program.
She's gonna love all of the footage of Ben Shapiro going off about Black Lives Matter.
They are destroying property, okay? It's not that I disagree with what they're saying. Sure, there may be problems with policing in America, but they don't need to be destroying property.
Save your marriage with the Ben Shapiro box set.
If you get a divorce, you will go to Jewish hell.
Well done. Well done. We got around to Ben Shapiro yet again.
Good job. Good job, you
We're
guys.
like less Shapiro.
So, okay, bro, go off, man.
I went off. It already happened.
Well, that's kind of, I don't know, California. I don't really have anything else on California.
Well, then you guys.
Yeah.
Y'all,
what's been going on with you guys?
Yeah, us guys.
What's new with you boys?
Well, y'all did a fucking show last night in Fargo, which you kind of touched on.
Yeah,
we
crushed.
We leveled the room.
Hell yeah.
Sold it out. Sold out the cellar. Tommy and I.
Were you guys in the room, or was it actually?
We were in the room,
great.
and they were like doing obviously
was
sold out
40,
with capacity. Yeah, like 40
seats.
people.
That's
and
good, man.
It probably holds like what 100.
Yeah.
At max.
It was really fun. Great crowd. Love that club. Honestly, the cellar in Fargo.
I was a little surprised because initially they asked me to do the show, but I had to work, and I was surprised that Lindsay thought highly of me because every time I've been there, I've had like good sets, but I also have one moment during my set where I just go, "Why don't you guys like me?"
That's always the best feeling is when you just start melting down on stage.
But that's the thing. That's the other problem with stand-up is I would be having a perfectly fine set, and then in my head I would just go, let's address something that doesn't need to be addressed.
You would. It would only be you.
But I do think
you would bury yourself, and then you would get yourself out of it. But it was all your doing.
But I do think maybe from an owner standpoint, you just see so many people that just like do their act that's funny to you. I don't know.
Yeah.
I think they're just they're big comedy heads.
Yeah,
So like
They are. By the way, if you're ever in Fargo, support Front Street Tap
Front
Room.
Street
because
Tap Room.
it's truly one of the best independently run rooms, and I have truly nothing bad to say about it.
they're good to us too. I think we'll probably be able to go up there and do a live pod someday.
They they paid us well.
Yeah.
Nice.
Like we got paid well.
They do.
Free
That's
drinks
the thing.
all night.
They treat. I think they treat their audiences well. They treat the local comics well, and they treat the comics who come in very well. They pay you well, and they put you up.
Yeah.
So
Lindsay and Aaron, shout out.
Shout out.
both really good people.
We got 5 emails for people listening to the podcast. We're gonna pump the podcast out to the emails. So welcome new listeners who saw us at Fargo.
Yeah.
Hell yeah,
Tell a
that's
friend.
awesome.
Yeah. Tell a friend. Yeah.
Let
that's-
all of Fargo know. Maybe not some of Fargo.
shout it from the rooftops. The roof. Shout it from the rooftops.
Tell a friend. They're gonna love the Jar Jar Binks suicide note riff.
And the Mackle-less.
Yeah. Mackle.
They might not like the Ben Les Shapiro.
Ben.
We'll see. We'll
Ben
see, I
Les
guess.
Shapiro.
Should we do an anonymous listener apology? We got
Absolutely.
a fun
I don't
one.
think we should this episode.
No, just skip
Yeah,
it. Just end it.
yeah.
Just
No.
Nope.
I don't want to.
Nope. I don't think we should do the thing that people love.
so let's just end the episode right now.
Yep.
Yeah. Let's
For Tommy Bear
let's-
and Grant Winkles.
Let's get to it.
Tommy, shut up.
Yeah, shut the fuck up, dude.
Shut.
We're
dude.
trying to read this anonymous apology.
Sorry.
Shut up. Hey guys.
I can grow a beard. So fuck you. And you guys can't.
I'm growing one right now.
No,
As
you're
we
not.
speak, I'm doing
Nope.
it.
The Scottish.
Just grew.
The Scottish music.
One time I was high on acid and I saw the grass growing. It was pretty sweet.
That's
It's
really sick. Oh, the beard's coming in. There it goes. Too long. Too big. Beard's too big now.
It's filling the room.
Oh, Christ! Stop growing my beard!
Oh, it's getting everywhere. The beard's getting in my mouth.
It's in my butt.
I was moving it a little closer.
All right, let's get into this apology.
Play,
that was worth doing
play
that?
Play that under the apology.
Okay.
This will be fun.
Should I start it over?
No, it's good.
Oh, I apologize for. I'll apologize for killing me brother. For killing me brother and stabbing him in the face.
brother, Legeth O'Malley.
I killed me brother because he took my wife and I stabbed him in the face 7 times.
I need to
beautiful-
apologize.
The beautiful rolling fields of Scotland.
Scotland.
A man playing a bagpipe. Another man eating his wife's
Killed
pussy.
me brother.
Okay.
We invented eating pussy over here.
Please have sex with my wife.
Why don't you have sex with my wife?
Why don't you come in here and have sex with my wife?
care about your feelings.
Scottish Ben Shapiro.
Scottish Ben Shapiro.
I'm Scottish Ben Shapiro.
And I don't know what I stand for.
Transgender.
Okay.
All right.
Hey guys, big fan of the pod.
Okay, get the music out of here.
I would like to demand an apology. When I was in high school, I one time got called to the principal's office. He said 2 other students gave him my name when they were being questioned about a very inappropriate video that was going around the school. I had no idea what he was talking about. Later, after lunch, I found out that the context of the video was one of the students having sex with a cow.
Wait, did we already do this apology?
No, we didn't.
Oh, I thought we did.
Holy fuck. Bestiality.
Yeah. So he's
Which
demanding an
sounds
apology.
cool. Like, I'm about to go bestiality on you.
I'm going beast mode.
I'm about to go bestiality.
Marshawn Lynch on that cow. You guys remember when Marshawn Lynch had his own song, by the way?
No.
Yeah, I think so.
The Cataracts. And they would go, it would like the music would start and then they would go, beast mode. Marshawn Lynch. I don't want. Okay.
This is great. That's a new meaning of beast mode. I never thought about it. I don't know whether I was being accused of being the filmmaker or the star of the production. So this was probably like a close-up then. It wasn't, this is not a wide angle. This is,
Oh, probably not. Yeah, you're not.
because if you can
putting the
mistake
person's
somebody's,
face in there.
yeah. So yeah, this is just penetration. Sounds
Yeah.
like.
What does the principal say? Like,
You can 100% know that this person's white. This is just the whitest. There's just no question that this is just a bunch of white people.
what is the principal even like though? Like, you can't be having sex with cows, and you definitely can't be filming.
Sorry to interrupt again, but does the principal say what he's being like questioned for?
I don't know. It
does he just put-
it sounds like not. No,
Or
he
just
said,
like in retrospect, do you think
I had
this
no
person
idea
just-
what he was talking about. It's just an inappropriate video. And then after lunch, found out the context of the video was one of the students having sex with a cow. I don't know whether I was accused of being the filmmaker or the star of the production, but regardless, I am innocent and want an apology from the vice principal of Holman High School.
Yes.
Yo, Holman, I think that's by Chippewa, right?
Possibly.
Ryan, like, just a memory comes back and he's like, oh, I was really drunk having sex with that cow that one time.
No, this is very
Ryan
Chippewa
framed
Valley.
this
Is that why you thought we read it? Does this sound familiar to you?
I think I have read this to you before,
Yeah, I think
we haven't done it on the pod. So yeah, this is pretty nuts.
This is like the most insane. So a couple of teenagers
Fucked a cow.
fucked a cow.
Or were they
and
just
made a video.
Or did they just find this online and then they're like, maybe they were like, they got caught and they're like, oh, this guy showed it to us.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly.
But imagine that, like, just like the principal being like, come in, and then because apparently it sounds like the principal was being vague, where he's like, you're in trouble, and I don't know if I can tell you why, because you know.
Yeah, what does the principal say? Like, did you do something inappropriate?
Did you know what I bet the principal did? They probably pulled the thing where they were like, is there anything you feel like you need to tell me that you've done?
God, I hated that when adults or teachers would do that. I would like freak out because I'm like,
There's a lot.
So much that I could tell you.
I'm doing so much bad things.
I might be in trouble for.
I'm like, I think about boobs all of the time, and I'm doing bad things. I don't know. My brain is broken.
The principal calls you in. You're like, when I was in third grade, I thought I was.
Yeah, so we need to demand an apology from this vice principal of Holman High School.
Yeah,
and also the kids that wrongfully.
Well, I say I don't think. Okay, this person is demanding an apology from the principal, but I don't think the principal should apologize. I think the principal.
Well, the principal was doing their job.
The principal is just doing some small investigation work. Which, by the way, being that principal, like, you hate your job, you're fucking like, fuck these kids.
Not.
And then maybe not, maybe you love it, but you're just like, you have to get to the bottom, like, of who had sex with the cow. That doesn't seem
the principal
good
just going
or
around
fun.
the school with a magnifying glass.
Yeah.
Time to become detective assistant principal.
He's in the boys' bathroom, just like next to the urinal, looking at all the.
There's a spotlight over them, and he's like showing him a picture of a cow. Like, does this turn you on?
They got a lie detector.
Getting red when I'm shit.
It's a lie detector attached to their penis, just showing them.
They have a lineup of students, and then it's the assistant principal standing with a cow, and he's like, like, which one was it, Bessie? Yeah, he's like, all right, we tried to teach this cow English, but it's the same guy. He's like,
I don't know what went wrong. I've been feeding him eucalyptus.
Yeah.
We thought that maybe the cow could learn English, but it's much like the wallaby.
Yeah.
Great call.
He like comes into the principal's office, and there's all these like Kemp's like milk cartons, and he's like, does this remind you of anything? Jog any memories?
You know, if I was the milk guy, instead of putting missing kids on the side of the milk, I'd put a missing cow. That makes sense, because you're not making the milk out of the kids.
Yeah.
I hope not.
The kids are in the milk. That's just somebody misinterpreting the sign.
Yeah.
They're in the milk. It's Twilight Zone.
They killed a kid to make this milk.
Dude, Marky, my little brother, Marky, his friend Simon, thought, in like 6th grade, he's like over for dinner. So he's probably in like 4th grade, a 4th grader. He's like, what is that, 10? And we were like drinking milk and we were having dinner, and like one of my brothers, or maybe me, we mentioned that like milk comes from cows or whatever, and he was like, wait, what? And we're like, yeah, it comes from cows. And he's like, oh, I thought it came from the guy in the Skittles commercial, because there's this Skittles commercial where a guy's getting like pumped Skittles. They have like, it's like this weird commercial.
A man is getting milked.
Yeah, a man is getting like milked Skittles. You can like look this up, but it was like playing a lot.
Go to Pornhub.
Yeah, it was like playing a lot in like the mid 2000s, and up until he was like 10, he was like, yeah, I thought like milk came from like one guy. Like one guy in a factory.
Skittles was really on one with their ad campaigns for a while.
It just convinced a kid.
Yeah, that's awesome. So I'm going to go out on a limb and apologize to this person for the vice principal of Holman High School.
Yeah.
Sorry that your name was besmirched.
Yeah.
Sorry you were accused of fornicating with a barnyard animal. That is, nobody wants that. That's a smear campaign if I've ever heard one.
Yeah.
I think, yeah. We apologize for this person. That they got brought into this situation. But also these fucking kids did the worst thing, and they should be apologizing too.
Yeah. I'm gonna say sorry to the cow.
Yeah, sorry to the cow. Let's apologize to the cow too.
That's who needs an apology here.
Arguably the true victim as the cow. There is an addendum to this apology, and we've
the Moo Too movement. Come on, that was fun.
Yeah. So also, Tommy, we got to play golf sometime, man. Let me know if you're interested.
Yeah, fuck yeah, dude. Sure.
But we were talking about this, we don't know who you are. This is an anonymous apology. It truly is anonymous.
Yeah.
If you want to hang out with us, you got a DM.
I'd love to fucking
Tommy doesn't care who it is.
play some golf.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the one. I mean, so Tommy, okay, yeah.
And I got a game. I got a game in the future. I got to play.
Yeah. Sounds like you need to best one of our fans at golf.
Yeah.
I'm trying to find. I had a story that I wanted to tell on the pod that I sent to you guys. I feel like, but I can't find it.
You did have something.
I don't remember what the fuck it was though.
Yeah. I remember you had something. You're like, oh, I want to talk about this on pod.
Oh, I don't remember that.
I remember that. I remember getting that text when I was in California.
Whatever.
Whatever.
You know, the thing about those California texts, man.
That's just the thing about those California texts.
They get lost in the waves.
Bro, did I tell you guys?
They get lost in the waves.
On my Calm app.
In the waves.
There's
Life is like a wave. You just gotta ride it all.
There's a story written by Aries, narrated by fucking Matthew McConaughey.
McConaughey?
It's a bedtime story. Listen to this little snippet.
Night.
Okay, wait. Gotta go to sleep.
Go to bedtime. Bedtime.
Dude, you truly are not far away.
Bedtime.
When stars come out.
Why isn't it playing? Tommy, you just keep doing yours. Okay.
Well, hello there. I'm Matthew McConaughey.
Oh, I was wondering who that was.
Reading a special sleep story called Wonder. Before we begin, as you settle in under the covers with your head easing into the pillow and your body sinking into the mattress,
I put my head in the pillow.
Yeah.
Drift with me.
This is great.
Also, he kind of brags.
Let's ask the question.
He brags in like
How
a second.
often do we ponder the depth of the present moment? The one we're in.
Sounds like our poem.
Yeah, this is our exact poem.
A big monster truck.
As you lay down in your bed.
Allowing ourselves to be
A
inspired,
giant monster truck
to be
comes
filled
down
with
the street.
gratitude for the mystery and the beauty.
Wait,
of
pause
this-
it. As you're laying down and imagine a guy having sex with you and fucking you in the ass. Sit down.
See, that wouldn't calm me down.
That wouldn't calm me down?
That guy's me.
That guy's me.
Matthew McConaughey.
Having sex with you.
Okay, wait. I just want to get to the
Imagine
point where he
me.
brags.
In my time spent with him, I came away. Got to work on a film called Contact. And I got to spend quite a bit of time with the cosmologist, Carl Sagan. I also got to spend time with Stephen Hawking. And in my time spent with them, I came away just saying, wow.
Wow.
Stephen Hawking has a fucked up body.
Wow. This guy cannot walk. Dude, I made my coworker really mad one time when I was a senior in high school. I worked at this restaurant and we were hostess, and this guy was like, he was like 28. I was like 17, you know?
Yeah.
And he was like, he just like watched the Stephen Hawking documentary. He's talking about how like genius he is, obviously, or whatever. And I was like, oh yeah, Stephen Hawking, that guy's an idiot. And he was like, what? And I was just like, yeah, dude, he can't even fucking walk. You know, he's like a dumbass, you know? And I thought he'd like think it's funny, but he got so mad. He's like, it's taken me everything in my body to not hit you right now. And then he left work. And they were like, where'd fucking Chris go? And I was just like, yeah, he fucking left. I made fun of Stephen Hawking and he fucking left work.
You want to apologize for it?
No, I don't want to apologize. But he like threatened to hit me and then just left his shift because I was like, yeah, Stephen Hawking's a dumbass because
You're so good at getting under people's skin. It's really.
Oh my God, he got so. I was scared because I was like, is this guy gonna kill me? Like, what the fuck's going on?
And that guy's your fifth father figure.
And that's my other dad.
It's got to be annoying. Got to be annoying being so many.
The everybody's my.
Sons. Yeah.
The everybody's my daddy episode.
So that's we're probably good on time,
We're
right?
like close to an hour, I think. We're fucking good, you know.
Yeah, that's good.
We played a Matthew McConaughey clip.
McCons, Jar
Yeah.
Jar Binks, suicide note, anything else we want to add, boys? Anything to apologize for?
I'd like to apologize for nothing.
I'll apologize to the fans.
Yeah, I think this was listen.
Blanket apology.
Fucking, you know, sometimes they're great episodes. I think this was a pretty good one.
It's a pretty good one.
Solid. Yeah.
We're still getting back to it.
I honestly
For being hungover as shit, dude. I'm fucking.
we ate. Yeah, Tommy and I ate a large pizza.
And for me,
at
And we
like
ate a
11
large
a.m.
pizza, dude. We just been put it like after a week of like staying healthy. A night of garbage, man.
Yeah, we got thrashed.
See,
last
that's
night.
what I don't
Me
like
and
about
Tommy
being
went
on the fucking road.
Not feeling
it
good.
was fun. It was fun though. We went in the hot tub at 3 a.m. last
Yeah.
night. Tommy was nude in the pool.
Yeah, I was naked.
Great.
I was naked in the hot tub.
Do you want to apologize for that?
Fuck no, that was
You
cool.
should apologize.
That was cool as shit. We went in the hot tub. The
Also,
door.
doesn't the hot tub close at like 11?
Oh yeah.
There was a towel in the
Yeah.
door, and me and Grant were heading to our room, and it's like 2 a.m. We're like drunk, and we're just like,
Yeah.
oh, dude, let's go.
And we
go
were
in the
like,
hot tub.
we were like, God, I wish we had a 6-pack right now. It's like if we would have stayed up till like 5 a.m.
You
Bro,
would have just thrown up in the hot
If
tub.
we would have had a 6-pack, dude, we would not have been able to pod today.
No.
Because I probably had like 12 drinks throughout the night.
The housekeeping lady came to the
Probably
door
had, like-
this morning, and Tommy was just like, "Go away, come back later." It's like, Tommy, you fucking piece of shit.
Yeah, it was like 11 a.m. and she's just like, housekeeping. I'm like, no, no.
I've been on the road with you before, and you do have a tough time waking up in the
Yeah,
morning.
I do too. It's
Not a morning
good.
guy.
Me neither.
Every time we've been on the road, I'm like up, ready to go. I'm like, all right, Tommy.
Yeah.
And you do the same shit to me, and I'm like, okay, we gotta fucking leave.
You're in a good mood.
Yeah.
You know, you're like joking. I'm just like, not now.
drinking your fucking 36-ounce coffee.
Yeah, from Dunkin' Donuts. You're like a Boston guy.
Dude, I'm just stupid
Joins a
enough to
union,
be from
baby.
Boston.
Yeah, dude. The thing about Ryan is that, like, if he said he was from like any European country, like if his like descent is from there, I'd be like, yeah, that makes sense. Like if he said he has a little bit Italian, I'd be like, yeah, the curly hair.
Lithuanian.
You know,
got some Eastern Bloc in you.
yeah, exactly.
No, I don't think I have any Russian.
I don't know.
Because I think the Russians are stupid people.
Yeah, they're very stupid people.
Oh man. Submit the anonymous listener apologies. GrantWinklesComedy.com/WeCoolPodcast. Follow us on social media at WeCoolPodcast. Oh, we got a live show. We're
when
gonna
is
do
that?
a live podcast.
Do we have the date?
It's October 3rd at Sisyphus Brewing.
That's a Sunday, I believe.
It's
right?
a Saturday night.
Oh, okay, that's fine.
Come to our live pod, social distance. It'll be safe. Support Sisyphus Brewery. They need it. And it'll be a good hang.
Speaking of Sisyphus,
$5 tickets. We'll tweet out the link. That'll be live like this week, I think. So yeah, come to the live pod. We're gonna be doing listener apologies and stuff. It'll be
Yes,
fun.
sir.
and then this upcoming Friday, September, what the fuck is that? 19th, 18th? Yeah, September 18th. I'm doing my last stand-up gig on the books at Sisyphus Brewing. You can catch me featuring.
And we're gonna take him out back and fucking
shoot
put
him.
him down.
Shoot the creative brain side of my brain.
You're like, this is my brain right now.
So come to that if you want. Hopefully I don't have to work the next day and I can hang out and say hi. Let me know if you're listening to the podcast and you came from the podcast. Again, you know, we just really appreciate you guys listening. Mom, if you're out there, come back.
Come back to the fold, Mama.
Me and Dad need you.
Mama Bear.
All right.
Let's come to the live podcast October 3rd. $5 tickets, and then do it, man. Do it up.
For Tommy Bayer. and Grant
The
Winkles.
noise.
Welcome-
Tommy the noise bear.
Welcome back, Tommy. by
Yeah,
the way.
Tommy, how's it feel to be back?
It's really good to be back.
Good
It was
to see
getting
ya.
lonely.
Good. Depending on what the listeners say, we might keep you on.
Yep. We'll see.
So,
It's up to you guys.
for Tommy the Noise Bear
It's up to you guys if I stay.
and Grant
It's out of Grant
Sound
and
boy.
Ryan's hand.
Soundboy Winkles, I've been Ryan, the only one. Call. And this has been the We Cool Podcast. Peace.